Hello everyone. This will be a comparison between the recently released KZ ZES against the recently released ZEX Pro that was tuned by Kylin, and then the very popular, if not the most popular, in fact this is their most popular earphone, the EDX. Let's see what you get. Look, these models all sound different and they have their benefits, they have their downside. The first is the ZES. It is the ZES. This particular model, very unique. It's coming with a new dynamic driver in here. It's 12 millimeters in size, very different from what they've been releasing before. It's also coming with an EST driver. The EST driver in there is handling the mids and the highs. The dynamic driver only the bass. The ZES Pro is coming with 3 drivers, one BA, one dynamic driver, and one EST driver. So doing those 3 drivers are handling different jobs at the same time. So the final one is the very popular and well-loved the EDX. This is the cream of the crop for KZ. They've made a lot of money selling this. Like, they've sold a lot of this. This is their highest selling earphone till date. So what are we looking at in terms of comfort? Look, if we're going comfort, first of all, I would say the best comfort for me is the ZES. This is KZ's best earphone for comfort. Like, I love this earphone. It is very, very comfortable. It is good. I like it a lot. If KZ can implement this design with the shell of the EDX, they should take this shell, make it in this form factor, and put the drivers in there. They will have a fantastic set. Next for comfort for me is the EDX, because it has that same design, similar design with this. I prefer these two in terms of comfort. So comfort, I will give it to the ZES first, as well as followed by the EDX. EDX is second. Then the third, which is not my favorite, is the ZEX Pro, and the comfort is weird. Like, it has this protrusion here that if I wear it for a couple of hours, it will cause a problem. It will give me pain. It will give me pain. It will give me fatigue. So I'm not a fan of this protrusion. But other than that, let's look at the sound. The sound, quickly, it would be categorized to your bass, the mids, the highs. The bass, for me, in terms of the one that has the best bass, it will go to the ZEX. The ZEX has the best bass. It's controlled, it has punch, it has slam, it has the impact that I need. The problem with the ZES is that it needs power, and a lot of people might not have that power, but it needs power. If you can give it power, it will be good. The problem it then has is from the other frequencies upwards. The mids and the highs are not that good. They are very thin. They are not cohesive. They are not as good as they can be. And that is a bit of the problem. So it's not perfect, but it's okay. The next is the EDX. The EDX is fantastic. In fact, the EDX is the most complete tuned set out of these 3. In terms of sound quality, it beats this 2 easily, because it's very cohesive. The bass, it doesn't have the biggest punch like the ZX, but what it does have is that it's still good. It is hard, but it's not bloated. It's not that bloated like bad bass. It is very good. Till this day, getting into 2 years, the EDX is still beating more expensive sets. It is incredible. It really is incredible. Really incredible that this set is still a cult, and if you have to listen to it and compare it to other sets to understand why this set is still fantastic to this day. It is really, really good. And I will never let this go, because it is a reference for people to know that you don't need to spend a lot of money to get good sound. This is a fantastic set from KZ. One of their best ever they have ever produced, if not the best. As for the price, it is very good. Bass is controlled. It is punchy. The mids is not thin. The mids is not thick, but it is good. It is thick enough. And then the highs is good as well. Of course, it's shrill slightly in the highs because it's a KZ product. Most times KZ do have this shrillness in the highs. But with the right cable, it is good. It's really good. I don't have any complaints about this model. Then we go to the third, which is my least favorite, which is the ZEX Pro, tuned by Chronicle. This is a more neutral set. Very neutral. Very neutral. It doesn't have that thickness. The bass is not slamming. It doesn't have that club-like feel to it. But it's good. It's good. If you need a neutral set, if you need a set that is neutral, this will do it for you. This will do it for you. It does still have that metallic sound that I'm not a fan of, but it is good. It's good enough for most people. If you can get past that metallic tuning, it is a very well-tuned set. Look, I like KZ. KZ is a very good brand. They've made a lot of good products over the years. They've kept their clients. They keep making products, but they need to improve. Comfort is something they still need to work on for their earphones, especially the recent models. They hit it out of the park with some models like the EDX and even the ZES, and they mess it up with earphones like the ZEX Pro. This is not a very comfortable set. So that's my comparison. I will highly still to this day recommend the EDX more than most things. I will still recommend the ZEX the ZES if you like the comfort and you can withstand that, I would say, a bit of metallic sound and shrill mids and highs. You can still get that, and you need a bit of power to power it to get the best out of it. Other than that, it's a very good set. The ZX Pro is good, but it has some limitations, especially comfort. And that is it. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.